Right, what is going on my friends, it's Jake of JG Calisthenics, and in today's video we're going to go over an advanced upper body calisthenics workout that you can do at home. Now this is actually a progression of my free intermediate program that I released a couple months back. So basically, if any of these exercises are too hard, you can actually check out the link in the description below and actually download the free intermediate program, or even the beginners program if you want. If you have actually done the intermediate program and you're looking for a level up, then obviously this routine is going to be great for you. And without further ado, we're going to go get into it right now. Now, so the first exercise we're going to go over is chest to wall handstand push-ups. Of course, going to strengthen vertical pushing overhead to obviously build, more, I guess you could say, strength and also work capacity in handstand push-up. If the freestanding handstand push-up is your goal, or if you just want to get stronger on them on the wall, or even later on gymnastic rings. So, obviously, starting out, we're going to get into the wall position, and then I'm going to demonstrate a couple reps for to see how it actually looks like, right? So, starting out, hands a few inches away from the floor, lower down, nice slow control, forehead to the ground, press up, as so, like that, then walk down nice and safely. Of course, when you're starting out, you may want to use a bit more feet assistance as you push up. As you get stronger, you can do what I was doing there. Basically, you're pushing up without any assistance from the feet whatsoever. Now, next up, we've got assisted one-arm chin-ups. We're going to pair this with the chest wall handstand push-ups, which is either going to be explained at the end of the video, or I'll probably put in the description below. With the assisted one chin-up, you can either do this on a bar or rings. I'd actually encourage you doing this on rings because obviously it's much easier on the elbows, and that way you can actually get stronger back and biceps for the one-arm chin-up in a way in which is, actually much easier on the elbows, so you're much less likely to injure yourself as long as you do like the right progression. So obviously one-arm chin-up, basically the way we're going to start with this is obviously one side at a time. Why won't this come over? Here we go. Now obviously with the assistant hand, obviously the higher your hand is up, the easier it's going to be, whereas the more further away it is down, so you're gripping it less, the harder it's going to be. Basically going to lower down, grab them both nice and tight, and from here, basically gonna retract and then shift your weight here to your working side, lower down, leaning over to the working side, and after that, gonna shake it out, and then you're gonna repeat this on the other side, the same way as you did it before, for equal reps, and the same rep tempo as well, as shown here. Next up, we've got accommodating resistance lean forward push-ups. Now, this is a great way to obviously build strength for, planche push-ups and tuck planche push-ups. So again, this is really going to strengthen your chest, shoulders, and triceps in a way in which you probably haven't actually trained before, right? So, starting out, hands shoulder width or just outside shoulder width. Basically, you want to keep the elbows nice and tucked, strengthen the triceps, and actually carry over more to the planche. And from here, we're going to lean forward, but we're going to lean further forward, right? As so here. Lower down, nice and slow. And here we're going to shift back, press up. So basically the eccentric is going to be harder than the concentric, right? We're stronger eccentrically than we are concentrically. So this exercise is supposed to overload that eccentric portion to get stronger. So less lean is easier, more forward lean is more harder. Paired with the lean forward push-ups, we're going to do some fat grip body rows, right? Now obviously this is going to help strengthen your grip, particularly for the one-arm chin-up, and it's also, as it's horizontal pulling, it's also going to have some carryover to front lever strength as well. So again, we're going to do this supinated, because again, we're going to condition more of that bicep, you know what I'm saying? So starting out, if you do have some fat grips, then that's great. If you do just want to just get some cloths or towels instead, like that works fine as well. Basically, obviously the progressions, obviously leg straight is easiest. Knees bent is harder. I'm gonna do knees bent because these are actually much harder than they look, right? Especially for higher reps. So here, what I'm gonna do, starting out, retract the press scapula, pull up, supinated, right? So palms supinated, right? Chest to bar, pulls the top, lower down nice and slow, over 3 seconds. Pull up, chest to bar, lower down, pull up, and repeat 4 repetitions. After that paired set, we're going to move on to some straight arm work, and we're going to do this starting out with straight arm work for the planche before doing the paired set with straight arm work for the front lever. So basically this is called an L-sit to tuck planche, which as you can imagine helps you get stronger for the tuck planche and the planche in a dynamic way. So what we're going to do, starting out, as you elevate the hands, so like parallettes for example. From here, we're going to start in the L-sit, like this. That's only going to pull back in to the tuck planche while keeping the elbows straight at all times. And obviously the less like swing and drive you use from the legs, the harder it's going to be. Whereas when you start out, you may want to use a bit more leg drive and swing into it a bit more. Right, so paired with the L-sit to tuck planche, we're going to do some front lever pulls, some tuck front lever pulls, because as the name suggests, it's going to help us prepare us for the tuck front lever to later progress towards the front lever itself. Right, so again, doing it in a dynamic way, so you get strength in the full range of motion. Starting out, palms pronated, shoulder width or just outside shoulder width. Starting dead hang, and here you want to retract and depress the scapula hard. As you do that, you're going to lift your legs up as well, using strength through the back rather than just kicking the legs up. Right, so if I demonstrate a few reps here. So once again with this exercise, if you do want to make it easier, you can use more leg drive if you can. Again, to make it harder, you pull back more and you use less assistance from the legs. So you're using more and more back strength with straight arms. Now finishing up the workout, we're going to do a couple accessory exercises to also remain, I guess you could say strong, mobile and injury free by working on some common weak links that, some of the main exercises may not have addressed. So starting out, do some lying prone shoulder dislocates. This is basically going to strengthen more so your shoulder extension, which is also very important for all the advanced calisthenics exercise. You need very good shoulder extension. It's also going to strengthen the rotator cuff, which again is going to keep you away from injuries. Start with a light band because it's likely all you're going to need. Start out hands wider to make it easier, and then narrow the hand placement as you get stronger, and you can even move on to a heavy band once you're ready. Or you could literally just get like a pipe or like some stick and just put a lightweight in the middle of that as well if you want. Now you can do this on the floor, of course. I personally do this on the bench because I don't want to put my forehead on the floor. Otherwise I just get like some skin flares up. Yeah, I know it's really weird, but do this on the bench, do this on the floor, whatever. Just make sure that the pelvis is posteriorly tilted. So there's a small gap between the floor on the bench and your stomach. Again, you don't want it to be arched. Keep it tilted as so. Starting out, hands and shoulder flexion overhead. Pull back, all the way to shoulder extension. Come back. And repeat for repetitions. Ensure, of course, that the elbows are kept straight at all times. Last but not least, we say the best till last, some preacher curls, reverse grip preacher curls to strengthen the good old biceps as well as a bit of the brachialis as well. Again, that's going to help keep the bicep and forearm strong, which is also very useful and needed for one arm chin up, even weighted pull-ups and front lever stuff and all that good stuff. So starting out, you want to have a bench and incline around 45 degrees. Now, if you don't actually have two places to sit, again, you can literally sit on a chair if you want to set up another bench. But again, you can actually do this in more of like a squat stance, as I'm showing here. But I'm going to do this seated because I'm lazy. So, starting out here, palms pronated. From here, this is like a strict curl, right? Hence why you have your arms and your elbows rested on the bench. You're then going to pull up, lower down, pause at the bottom, pull up, lower down, pause at the bottom. Full range of motion, all that good stuff, elbow flexion, elbow extension, and then that is basically the workout completed. So as that is the workout completed, there's a couple of things I may do. I may put the workout on the screen here. It may drag on for quite a while. So I would definitely put it in the description down below, the sets, the reps, the rest time, the rep tempo. Also, of course, the exercises are paired sets, antagonistic paired sets. So basically, instead of doing like a straight set or a superset, you're basically gonna do rest times in between going from like one paired set to the other. Again, that will be explained in the description below. But with that said, if you've enjoyed this video, you've liked this workout, you've given this workout a go and you're making some solid gains, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share this with a friend or friends you believe would benefit from these gains. And as that's enough of me today, hope you enjoyed the rest of your day, my friend. As a crew member of the Gains Show Express, keep moving forward.